Peace and love. This is going to be a pick a card reading for you guys on how to develop your spiritual gifts, your psychic abilities. Go ahead and pick a pile. Your piles will be based off of certain psychic abilities. You can pick to choose more than one pile if you so wish. Okay. Make sure that you use your intuition when doing so. I'm going to go ahead and clear the space and clear the energy. You can pick from Clairsentience, Clairvoyance, or Clairaudience gifts. Or, like I said, you can pick multiple piles. Whatever your higher self, your intuition, or spiritual team guides you to is the most accurate for you. Do not second guess yourself. If something pops up for you, then that is for you, okay? I'm already seeing angel number 111, so let's begin. For those of you that picked Clairsentience, okay, let's talk a little bit about what Clairsentience is. Clairsentient people, or people that can develop their clairsentience abilities, or open up their clairsentience abilities, have clear sensation, okay? It means that they can feel, you can feel how someone's feeling emotionally, okay? This is a perception that is specifically emotional, and some people call it empathy or being an empath. Okay, this is specifically a psychic energy, a gift that can also be paired with clairvoyance. This is this energy of feeling other people's feelings without them speaking aloud what they are feeling. Having a sensation when you walk into the room, feeling the energy, feeling the vibration. So you can already feel and sense that your coworker, your friend, or your family member is feeling sad or depressed or something is wrong without them verbally saying anything to you. This is a little bit different than body language, okay? You can just feel by their presence, all right? Or by just talking to them over the phone. You can feel their energy. You can feel when someone's angry. You can feel when someone's upset. You can feel when someone's holding something back from you. You can feel overpowering emotions that are not yours. And sometimes you can mistake these emotions for your own, leading you to feel depressed or anxious or overwhelmed when you are in particular settings. This is the ability to be clairsentient. When you have this particular ability that is awakened within you, you do need certain particular crystals, such as amethyst or clear quartz or transmutative stones, that can help you to transmute. When I say transmute, this is if it's like a lower vibrational energy like anger, resentment, sadness, depression, anxiety. It helps you to uplift that vibrational energy, those emotions, so that way they do not overwhelm you. So carrying these stones or wearing these stones as necklaces or bracelets will be very beneficial to you. I would even recommend something like black tourmaline, because that's also a transmutative stone that will assist you, in your work environment, when you are in big gatherings like family events or social gatherings or parties, or even going to like a supermarket or going to a really big a superstore like a Walmart or something like that. A place that's really overcrowded where you could feel really overwhelmed. Okay. Um, so a lot of people compare clairsentience where clairvoyance is, but they're different. Um, Clairvoyance is a whole different pile. So if you feel like you're guided to go to the clairvoyance pile, that's pile two. But let's get into how for you to develop your clairsentience abilities. Okay, so let's see. What do they need to do to develop their clairsentience gift, their clairsentience ability? What do they need to do to develop this? Thank you. What do they need to do to develop this gift? Thank you. What do they need to do to develop this gift? What do they need to do to develop this gift? Thank you. Anything else? What do they need to do to develop this gift? Okay. So in the bottom of the deck, we have the High Priestess. I want you to know that you already have developed this gift already. You also have the ability of just knowing, which is actually claircognizance. So I want you to do some research on claircognizance. Okay. This is just knowing information without someone telling you. This is receiving information from your intuition. This is receiving information from your higher self. This is just knowing that something's going to occur without, this could be an event, a situation, a circumstance that can just happen by you just knowing, whether it's good or bad. Okay. So we do have the High Priestess here. That being said, you also have the ability, if you so wish, for you to do readings or do mediumship if you want to develop that gift, if you wish. Okay. I'm not here to push you into a career or a direction. I'm just letting you know what the cards are saying at this time. You do have the wisdom, the knowledge, and the gift of being a tarot reader, a medium, an oracle reader, okay? Whatever you want to use in the form of divination, you can use because you do have that particular gift, okay? Let's see. These were the ones that came out, straight up. This is more information that you don't know that you need to know. And so I'm just going to leave it just like that. And we're going to get into this message right here. So we do have the Nine of Wands and we have the King of Swords, right? In order for you to develop your clairsentience ability, you have to be a little bit logical of the information. There could be some strategies that you need to learn. And a lot of that strategy has to do with your intuition because you have already unlocked this ability. And so I do feel like the strategy that you're using needs to be looked over, mastered. Okay. There could be someone that can teach you more strategies that will assist you so you can, study under someone. Some of you guys already have mastered your intuition itself, and that is significant. Okay. I do feel like there's certain ideas that come into your mind that is actually sent by your higher self, your intuition. And this is the clairsentience, that feeling. I just feel like I know something. And that is a sign of you tapping into your clairsentience ability. And to develop it more is actually going with that thought, going with the words that you want to say at that moment. Okay. Listening to your intuition, right? Writing things down as they come up. This is how you can develop this stronger. I will say that the Nine of Wands would be your quote unquote weakness, which is something that you can strengthen. I feel like your weakness in terms of your clairsentience ability or developing your clairsentience ability is being guarded. heavily, heavily guarded. The Nine of Wands depicts a wounded warrior, someone that has been, based off of, your actions, or based off of what has happened to you in an intimate setting, or based off of what has happened on a spiritual note in your life. Okay, this could be a really big factor of you kind of blocking out what your intuition is already telling you. Okay, so that is the only reason we will consider that a quote unquote weakness, right? So make sure that when your intuition is saying, I really feel like this is something that has happened to me before, I want to be guarded. However, you may not listen to your intuition because you start feeling, oh, that's just feelings from the past, and I'm going to ignore what my intuition is saying. Make sure that this quote unquote weakness, right, you can strengthen this, it doesn't hinder you from clearly having a strategy, because your intuition is definitely saying something to you. And this is why the thoughts are coming in, not because it's coming from a hurt place, but it's coming from a sensation, okay, a feeling, right, that something has occurred before. This is the only way that you can master your clairsentience ability. I just saw 1111, okay, and that is mastering your thoughts, that is mastering your intuition, and that is mastering the gut feeling like something has happened before. That is another way that your clairsentience ability kind of warns you of certain events, situations, or circumstances. All right, so let's get into what you need to know that you don't know about. All right, we have the Hangman here, and then we have, ooh, all right. So interesting. We talked about this wounded warrior, and here it is. The reason it hurts so much to separate is because our souls are connected. So there's a situation here. I just saw angel number 1212. There's a situation here on a spiritual note, on an intimate note, on a physical note, okay, that you may be connected with someone, all right, on a soul journey, on a soul level, all right. This could be a soul mate connection, or this just could be a soul connection, all right, maybe a soul contract. That you're connected with someone spiritually, right? And because you're connected, we're talking about this clairsentience ability. You could just feel when someone is hurt, right? And so you have to think logically, is this pain my pain? Is this pain someone else's pain? Am I crying? Am I feeling sad? Am I feeling depressed? Am I feeling triggered because this is my own hurt? Or is it someone else's hurt and pain that I am experiencing, and using that, your intuition, okay? Using that specifically to say, you know what? I need to guard myself, protect myself physically, spiritually, and mentally. So that way I am not feeling like I have to constantly sacrifice something over and over again. The Hangman talks about, releasing, sacrifice, feeling like you have to let go of something constantly because you may feel triggered by other people, right? And what they're going through and what they're experiencing. And so, constantly cleansing your third eye, your root chakra, right? Grounding yourself, making sure that you are grounding your emotions, right? Cleansing your auric field, right? These are things that you have to continue to practice as you are developing your clairsentience ability. We do have the 10 of Wands here. We have the Temperance card. We have the Star card here. And we have, interesting. You are moving onto a steady and reliable path. This is in the reverse. Okay. We're going to leave this here as we get into these cards, right? Interesting. So I want to get into the Star card and the Hangman. There's a period of time when you are developing your clairsentience ability or trying to develop your clairsentience ability, and it will constantly put you in the state of surrendering, sacrificing, releasing, and healing, rejuvenating your energy. The waters here talk about cleansing your energy, okay? That is significant, right? And so this is like a cyclical pattern, constantly releasing energies that are not yours, and then healing your energy because you are very vulnerable, susceptible to these energies overwhelming you emotionally, spiritually, okay? Now I want to go here to moving on to a steady and reliable path is in the reverse. You cannot move into a steady foundation, a reliable path, or even move into the locations, okay? When I say locations, this could be apartments, houses, environments of that nature. You can't move forward if you're overwhelmed with, these soul connections or whoever you're connected to that you're feeling overwhelmed about. Like you're absorbing these people's energy, okay? And it's not allowing you to progress. It's creating stagnation. And this is mirroring this energy here in terms of cleansing. Once you cleanse, you will be able to go ahead and move forward to reliable environments, whether that be your home, work, or, a particular place or location, right? Going here with the Nine of Wands and the Temperance card. Know that you are angelically protected from being hurt, okay? Spiritually or physically. Calling on angelic protection constantly to guard you, to protect you as you are developing this energy. The Temperance card talks about doing things in moderation so that way you do not hurt you don't overuse your clairsentience ability to the point of harming yourself because you're connecting your energy with other people. Like I said, use these particular quartz and crystals and stuff like that to protect your energy. For those of you that are really big, in praying and stuff like that, you can also pray over your crystals or pray over some sort of protection to protect you from these overwhelming energies, all right, as you're developing your gifts. Temperance is also talking about time. Make sure that when you are developing these gifts of clairsentience, like I said, you've already, unlocked the clairvoyance energy. I do feel like you do have to take your time. Don't rush into it, right? Make sure that you're protecting your energy. This is going into the 10 of Wands here with the King of Swords. Make sure that the strategy that you're utilizing to develop your clairsentience is not overwhelming you. It's not overbearing. It's not too much to handle spiritually, right? Make sure that you're not taking on too much spiritual energy mentally in your third eye and your crown chakra, right? That it unbalances your root chakra, your security, your safety, your foundation, right? Your spiritual energy will become too overwhelmed. So like I said, that goes right back to cleansing, purifying, and rejuvenating your energy and letting go, sacrificing, releasing other people's energies, right? Because it becomes very overwhelming very quickly. We're going to go ahead and move this forward. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and reveal these cards for you. We have the Page of Swords, the Hierophant, the Four of Swords, the Queen of Wands, okay? And then we have the Four of Cups here. I'm actually going to put it here. All right. Interesting. So I talked about learning, right? The Page of Swords is an apprentice, right? And the next page of your life, and the next thing that you have to do is learn on when to move forward, when to move on into a steady, reliable path. Start learning whether or not these emotions are yours or someone else's, okay? Learn under someone that has the knowledge, okay? Being an understudy, learning under someone that has the spiritual knowledge to say, You may need to do a cleansing, right? You may need to get readings sometimes for you to figure out if you need to do a cleansing, right? The Hierophant speaks of your traditions, your practices, your morals, right? This is spiritual practices. This is right under the Star card. This is right under the Hangman. So these are things that you have to do in a routine basis, whether it be meditation, because this is right next to the Four of Swords, right? Recovering your energy, recovering your mental health, right? Recovering your spiritual energy, right? In a practice of either, clearing your energy with healing work, clearing your energy through spiritual baths, releasing someone else's energy, right? To start thinking clearly, to relieve the energy of hurt, to relieve the energy of, mental stagnation, and making sure that you're doing this from time to time as you're practicing this, right? With the Queen of Wands here, this is mastering your psychic abilities, okay, your clairsentience abilities with confidence, having confidence of knowing, hey, I'm starting to get stressed out, so that may mean that I am holding on to too much energy here, okay? And knowing when not to receive someone's offer. And this could be, working in particular relationships or contracts. I just saw angel number 2121, okay, that are not in alignment with you. And so making decisions that are in alignment with you, so that way you do not become stagnant in your own emotions, okay, or apathetic instead of empathetic, right? And so this is the energy of mastering your intuition, being confident with your intuition, following through with your intuition, believing how you feel the first time when someone is offering you a relationship, or you're feeling those new feelings in a particular group setting or a situation, and reflecting about the past in terms of whatever is being offered, utilizing your intuition most of all. Okay, so these are the things that you have to do in order to master or develop your clairsentience abilities. Okay, I'm going to leave it like that. If you guys want any readings, you can go ahead and click on the link below at spiritualistboutique.com, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace. Okay, pile 2. This is the Clairvoyance pile. And for this pile, I do want to kind of talk to you guys on, what your clairvoyance ability really is. Okay. So when it comes to your clairvoyance energy, your gift, right? This particular ability is to be able to sense or perceive certain situations that are about to happen in the future. Okay. This is just knowing how a situation is going to play out without having any logical reasoning for you to know why things are going to play out that way. It could be a situation, it could be an event, it could be a circumstance, and just knowing how things are going to play out without someone telling you what's going to happen next. This is just that clear knowing, okay? Not to be confused with claircognizance. Claircognizance can also be a clear knowing, but that is that's not pertaining to situations or events. Claircognizance is more so the energy or the particular gift of knowing information without someone telling you information. Knowing information without you studying about something. This is coming from a higher self, higher power. Now, some of you guys could have both of these particular gifts, but you do need to know the differentiation from both of these gifts. Okay. Clairvoyance can also be the energy of discerning an object, or the presence of something, right? The presence of a spirit, the presence of an energy around you, right? Your clairvoyance ability can be, if someone has two different objects in their hands, knowing, what object is in one hand and the other. That's a clairvoyant ability. Um, Clairvoyance ability can definitely be practiced by fortune tellers or psychics. Psychic mediums, utilizing like crystal balls and stuff like that could be significant. So crystals are also really good in terms of developing your psychic abilities, okay? Any psychic ability at all, crystals are really good to heighten the frequency and vibration. And depending on which crystals, especially, crystals that hone in on your third eye, your crown chakra, really open up your psychic abilities, okay? That being said, I want to get right into it and see what you need to do to develop your clairvoyance abilities at this time. All right, and we'll pull some cards for you. All right. So what do they need to do to develop their clairvoyance abilities? What do they need to do to develop their clairvoyance abilities? Thank you. What do they need to do to develop their clairvoyance abilities? What do they need? Thank you. What do they need to do to develop their clairvoyance abilities at this time? What do they need to do to develop their clairvoyance abilities at this time? Thank you. What do they need to do to develop their clairvoyance abilities? Any other messages that want to come out? Thank you. Thank you. Is that all, Spirit? Okay. Anything else? Final shuffle. Oh, there it is. Okay. That one wanted to come out that way. That's where it's going to go. All right. So let's see what the bottom of the deck is saying here. Okay. Interesting. Taking a leap of faith into the unknown. Taking a leap of faith into the unknown. Okay. So let's get into that really quickly. I'm going to put this down here. Yeah, there we go. That's good. So the very first energy is being able to allow yourself to master your shadow, to learn about this psychic ability that may have not been taught to you, may not have been explained to you, okay? Allowing your intuition to guide you, because sometimes you don't know how things are going to play out. Maybe you can hinder your development by not trusting your intuition and going forth with your intuition. That could be significant, okay? Let's talk about this moon card here. All the cards that are facing up are things that, we have to talk about right now. And the cards that are facing down, okay, are the things that you don't necessarily know too much about, but you should start to, learn about, okay? And so the moon in the reverse is talking about pushing things to your conscience, right, instead of the subconscious. So everything in the subconscious, things that you don't know, right, the unknown, pushing it to the conscious mind, right? And so this is enlightening, right? So the opposite of the moon is the sun. So exposing things that are in the shadow attributes of you, right? So there's certain, abilities besides the clairvoyance, right, ability that you do have that are trying to come to the forefront for you, right? And I do feel like what's hindering you is the fact that you do have to change something here in your day-to-day life in order to bring that forth. There could be a hindrance in terms of fear, hesitation that is not allowing you to do this. We have the Four of Wands here in the reverse. This can represent instability, disharmony, not being grounded, whether it be physically, whether it be spiritually, whether it be in your environment. Okay, it could be a little bit chaotic, and so this is probably when you do not listen to your clairvoyance ability, right? Make sure that you are listening to your intuition and taking the leap of faith, and not allowing fear to hinder you from taking action on your intuition. We have the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands is a very action-oriented card, but it's coming out in the reverse. So you do not take action in terms of your intuition. It's almost like there's like I said, a trigger, a fear of what could happen that might not be too good, right? Not necessarily being optimistic on good things. This could be like pessimistic on how things can play out. That's where that disharmony is coming from. We have the Three of Swords here in the reverse. This is talking about healing from betrayal, healing from breakups, healing from heartache, healing from pain, healing from loss. Okay. And this can also be the reason why you do not take, a leap of faith into, what your clairvoyance abilities is telling you to do. And these are things that you do have to kind of focus on moving forward. Okay. We do have, all you need is to believe in yourself, and that is in the reverse. That is causing this disharmony in your environment, in your home, in your intimate situations, with your spiritual energy, in your day-to-day actions, okay, throughout the week, particularly at least 4 days out of the week. This is the energy that's hindering you from listening to your intuition, all right? We do have the Page of Cups here. Look at that. Here it is again. Take a leap of faith into the unknown. Okay. So this card is actually clarifying the Knight of Wands in the reverse. So this is the reason why you're hesitant in taking action, whether it be, spiritually or physically, or even in intimate situations, which goes back to the Page of Cups here. The Page of Cups is talking about, romantic situations, romantic offers, okay? Talking about how people may express their love to you, their admiration for you, okay? Whether it be a secret admirer, or whether it be someone that is trying to court you, whether it be something very small, or whether it be something new coming into your life. This is things that, you might not know of, or that comes into your knowing clairvoyantly, but you are closed off to this because you could be a little pessimistic, and that's coming from that Three of Swords energy in the reverse. These are things that you're healing from, okay? You could be healing from situations that people could have put into your mind in terms of, mentally, ideas and perceptions and stuff like that. Or this could be actual experiences that play in your mind, or things that people have said to you that could have actually hurt your heart that you're still healing from. All right, which goes into the Five of Cups in the reverse here. The disappointment that you're still healing from, okay, that you could be reflecting in. You're trying to release that energy of disappointment at this time when you're healing, okay? So your clairvoyance, is a lot of stuff happening right now in terms of your clairvoyance abilities, and I feel like right now to develop it, okay, there is some work that has to be done in the shadow because there's a lot of black energy here. I do feel like your higher self does definitely want to take a leap of faith into listening to your intuition more. But there's some things that are coming up for you now, things that could be reoccurring coming up for you now into your conscious mind, into your consciousness, that has a lot to do with this hurt and this pain that you're trying to heal. So you could be trying to heal your mental health. You could be trying to heal your throat chakra, your heart chakra. You could be trying to heal, friendship connections. You could be trying to heal from, different tower moments that happen in your life. You could be trying to heal from these certain things. And this is what, it's going right back to your intuition and your clairvoyance abilities, trying to hone in on these abilities so that way, these certain situations do not happen again, right? Let's go a little bit deeper here. We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. We have you are moving onto a steady and reliable path in the reverse. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and we have the Sun card in the reverse. Okay, and so notice how the Moon is in the reverse and the Sun card's in the reverse. So without the Moon and without the Sun, without the light of the Sun, the optimism of the Sun, and without the illumination of the Moon, this leads you to be in this complete darkness, just a complete blackout of your intuition, right? So that lets me know that your intuition right now, your clairvoyance abilities, is not activated the way it should be activated because of fear, because of lack of optimism, because the lack of knowing, right, about particular situations, or the lack of wanting things to change or transform. There could be some disharmonious situations that you do not believe that's going to play out in a good way. There could be a lack of movement physically or spiritually in your life. Okay, things could be very stagnant right now. That could become very overwhelming for you. There's a lack of movement or direction spiritually or physically in your life, and even probably in your intimate relationships. All right. Things could be kind of slow in terms of you possibly moving out of a place or an environment, okay, or moving into the path or direction that you want to go in. However, there is this energy that your higher self does want you to take a leap of faith, because that both, both of them came out again. Right? We have the Page of Pentacles here talking about an opportunity coming in. However, this opportunity is in the reverse, which means that you're not seeing an opportunity coming in because you could be, still healing from a disappointed situation that could have happened. And so in this Five of Cups in the reverse, it's talking about the level of acceptance, okay? This is the Five of Cups in the reverse is actually a really good card because it's not necessarily disappointment. It's talking about accepting things for what it is and trying to heal. But that being said, there's something that's not moving forward in terms of something tangible in your life, in terms of your health, in terms of family dynamics, or in terms of your career, because you're currently accepting for things to be what it is, but you're not looking forward to move forward, right, in a particular direction. There could have been a situation where you have lost out on something tangible, lost out on a career opportunity, lost out on something, resourceful of a sort, of situation. And it's because you did not take a leap of faith in a particular dynamic. So let's see what's here. We have the Knight of Swords. We have the Empress. We have the Moon card. Interesting how the Moon card is here in the reverse, but the Moon card is here in the upright. Okay. We have the King of Swords. And then we have the Ace of Swords. Okay, so let's talk about this really quickly. Okay. So with the Knight of Swords, this is, the reason you're still healing. Let's go into that. You're still healing from some sort of separation, okay? Mending your heart from that, or, some sort of situation, that probably a fallout, verbally or something like that, or some sort of relationship, okay? And now there's this energy of the Knight of Swords. You could be very quick-witted with your words. This could sometimes come out very impulsive or very it could be very harsh, very bitter in the way you're speaking, but that's only because you're healing from a particular situation. And so when you are accepting, another heartache situation or separating, this is how things come out immediately. And this is only coming from a hurt space. So make sure that you are paying attention to what you're saying, because it could be coming from a hurt place, okay? The Knight of Swords is also, talking about being able to do affirmations, okay, to raise your vibration and open up your throat chakra and heart chakra to a love frequency. We have the Empress here, okay? The Empress is talking about this nurturing maternal energy, this feminine energy, right? This beauty energy, right? This attraction energy. However, it's clarifying the Knight of Wands in the reverse, and it's clarifying taking the leap of faith. And so it's hard for you to take a leap of faith in loving yourself or being a maternal energy or nurturing energy to someone else, or being open to receiving any type of energy when there's like people that are coming in and stuff like that, intimately or romantically, or spiritually, that are trying to offer you things. You're not necessarily trying to take a leap of faith, even though intuitively you want to, but there's this closed off energy there, right? Like I said, that's going right back into the fact that you're healing, right? And so lots of self-love needs to take place here. We have the moon here clarifying this disharmonious situation, either in your home environment, some sort of particular environment in your life, your spiritual energy, your intimate energy, right? So there's this moon energy here. The subconscious mind is creating a disharmonious situation because you do not believe in yourself. So this is in your subconscious mind. So you do need to reprogram your subconscious mind to actually being able to believe in the fact that the changes that are coming, or the changes that have happened, are actually for the better. Okay. And then we have the King of Swords here clarifying the moon in the reverse. So this is being logical about things that are coming to your forefront conscious mind. All right. Being logical about the offers that are coming towards you, this crush energy, these new emotions that are coming in, right? Being logical and strategic about these things, all right? Listening to your intuition and not listening to your shadow attributes, which is the hurt version of you, going back to that Three of Swords in the reverse. So acting, as the King of Swords and not the Knight of Swords in those particular situations. Going up for the Ace of Swords. This is truth. This is clarity. This is new energy coming in on top of that, right? Being able to, seek out the truth in the situation, coming out from a clouded situation to clarity, right? This is the accepting the truth out of a situation, right? Accepting the logical things out of a situation, and having new ideas as well, right? Of acceptance, right? Accepting what does not work out for you and what is not for you, and accepting what is a loss, accepting what, is not tangible for you in terms of future situations and relationships, right? Because you are definitely healing from a situation here. And then we have here the Star card, and then we have the Page of Cups in the reverse. That's two cards here that, we're having the balance, right? They're like canceling each other out basically. And then we have the Five of Swords. So let's get into the Star card here. This is what you're really healing. We're talking about the Three of Swords here. You're healing this energy of impulsiveness, all right, being spiteful or being very, or too direct or too harsh with your words. You're healing not being able to take a leap of faith and trying to take a leap of faith. You're healing the acceptance energy within you emotionally. You're healing situations that have not gotten any movements, okay? You could, need a spiritual bath or a spiritual cleansing that may help you in terms of moving stagnation, okay? Revitalizing your energy so that way you can actually listen to your clairvoyance energy, okay? Then we have the Page of Cups in the reverse, and this is mirroring this energy right here. So the Page of Cups in the reverse is talking about denying an offer, denying, energies that are coming towards you, all right? Denying apologies, okay, also, okay? And this is because you do not believe in people coming back around and apologizing to you. You feel like something's fishy there. And this has something to do with this moon energy. And that has a lot to do with this harmonious energy here, right? And so this is why a lot of things are not progressing and moving forward, because either you're not apologizing to yourself for a situation that has occurred for you, or you're not accepting apologies, accepting things for what they are, the truth, and allowing you to progress and move forward. Okay. It could be blocking your clairvoyance abilities, okay, moving forward. And we have the Five of Swords here. Five of Swords is basically this energy of win or loss, this defeat or victor energy, right? Looking into the situation where things could have been stagnant, not moving, indecision, right? And this could be where that Three of Swords energy is here, okay, with what you're trying to heal from. And this is where it's stemming from this like pessimistic thought, right? Being a little depressed, being a little sad, your inner child being triggered from, these new offers that are coming in. So overall, you definitely do need to listen to your intuition, because I feel like that is blocked. And so going into this, I would say a spiritual cleansing to clear your energy from that hurt. So like a self-love bath, right? A beauty routine here would help, right? And this is just so that way you can be receptive to your intuition again. All right. Moonstones could be significant to enhance your, intuition, your clairvoyance. Healing the heart center so that way your heart chakra can open up to be receptive to, your clairvoyance abilities. Okay. Getting out of this energy of pessimism and reaching back into the optimism again. So definitely using like selenite, clear quartz, amethyst, and even lapis lazuli or rose quartz will help you to enhance your intuition. All right. And writing down, taking notes, what your intuition is telling you before you, take action and take a leap of faith. Because I do feel like there's a particular situation, maybe two different circumstances where you wanted to do something and move forward, but you did not take action, right? Because maybe you felt like, oh, this is impulsive and I don't want to do anything impulsive. And that led to stagnation in moving forward, whether it be an environment or a particular circumstance in your life. Okay. That being said, that's what I got for you. Comment down below what this, reading has helped you with. If you would like a reading from me or any particular Reiki services or life coaching, you can go to spiritualistboutique.com, and I will see you guys very soon. Peace. Okay, pile 3. This is your reading. Pile 3, you guys picked the Clairaudience gift, okay? And your Clairaudience gift, to develop your Clairaudience gift, you have to be really, really good at hearing things, okay? Because Clairaudience is all about listening, okay? It's not just about listening to people, but listening in general. You can hear when your spiritual team, your spirit guides, your angels are saying things to you, whispering things in your ear. Okay, you can hear the difference between your shadow self and your higher self, right? Your shadow self is, those pessimistic thoughts in your mind that kind of like shoot down really good opportunities for you before you can even get to do things. And your higher self is the one that gives you good direction. You should go turn right. And then you notice once you turn right, you miss a really big accident, or you're at work, or you're at a location faster. Your clairaudience ability is the power of hearing and listening to your higher self, your intuition, and also your guardian angels or archangels, your spiritual team or your spiritual courts. Okay. Clairaudience ability is also the energy of being able to hear. Like some people can hear specific channeled songs, channeled messages. channeled feelings. And when I say channeled feelings, I don't mean clairsentience energy. I feel like this is like more so being able to hear what someone would verbally express to someone, being able to hear someone's thoughts, okay? Clairaudience, okay, can also be linked with, people that have, more developed clairaudience can also be linked with telepathy, if you want to look into that as well, okay? But overall, it is the power of hearing something that is not present, meaning that's not verbally said out loud. Okay, this is the clairaudience ability. All right, hearing things in either your ear, okay, that is not said aloud, or hearing things in your mind, right? People say it differently. Hearing things in your mind, that is like I said, not said aloud. Okay. So let's see what you need to do to develop, all right, or to enhance your clairaudience ability. And you guys can definitely pick another pile if you so wish or choose. If you feel guided to, then that's where you're supposed to be. Okay. And don't forget to comment down below and let me know how this resonates for you. And subscribe as well, my loves, all right, for more content. All right, so let's see. What do they need to do to develop their clairaudience abilities? What do they need to do to develop, enhance their clairaudience abilities? What do they need to do to develop their clairaudience abilities? What do they need to do to develop their clairaudience abilities? Thank you. What do they need to do to develop their clairaudience abilities? What do they need to do to develop their clairaudience abilities? Ooh, thank you. Okay. So we have the Four of Wands here. All right. We have the Lovers. We have the Wheel of Fortune here in the reverse. All right. There's a lot of stuff that came out here. Okay. We have the Page of Swords reversed, the Queen of Swords reversed. We have the Three of Wands reversed, the World card reversed, the King of Cups reversed, the Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Wands, and we're going to leave these for the end here. So what's facing down is things that you don't know about, and this is things that you need to know about right now that you may already know some things about here. So let's get into it, okay? Actually, I'm going to put this right here. Yeah, that works. Okay, so bottom of the deck energy, Four of Wands, right? Four of Wands could be your home, could be your, could be an environment, a structure, could be a relationship, could be a harmonious energy, okay? That's right next to the Lovers. So there's a particular relationship here that's significant as well, okay? Or decisions as well. So let's get into this Four of Wands. The Four of Wands is talking about when you are utilizing your clairaudience ability, okay? The strongest way for you to develop this is to listen in your home, all right? Listen to when things are harmonious in your home. What does it sound like, okay? You can get the most channeled messages, all right, through your house, okay? Through relationships that are harmonious, you can hear things, okay? You could be in a relationship with someone. Doesn't necessarily always have to be love, okay? You could be in a partnership, financially. This could be your family relationships. This could be your romantic relationships. This could be friendship relationships, okay? Listening to the decisions that you have to make in particular relationships, or decisions that you have to make in your household specifically, decisions that you have to make spiritually, or actions that you have to take. this is how your clairaudience abilities come in for you. Okay, you have to do this for your house, you have to do this in this relationship, this is the next decision that you have to make, right? This is what you need to do for things to be harmonious. These are the things that come up for you in pertaining to your clairaudience, right? This is going to be bad luck, don't do that. Okay, this is not the direction for you, pick another direction. These are particular things that come up for you. Okay. The Page of Swords here is in the reverse. So it's not like you need to learn anything more with your clairaudience ability, but I do feel like there could be this immaturity that sometimes come in. So the lack of knowing or the lack of not wanting to learn can stunt, okay, your growth with your clairaudience ability, right? The Queen of Swords is here is in the reverse. So not listening to your intuition when something is not harmonious or when something is not for you, or when something is not good for you, and when something is going to create bad karma versus good karma, right? When things should not be entertained, whether they be your thoughts or a conversation, can hinder you. So you may need a little bit more development there. All right, that could be hindering your clairaudience. Okay. Going into this energy of the King of Cups in the reverse, right? So the Page of Swords in the reverse is talking about acting from a, I don't want to say a child's place, but I want to say either an immature or, let's not say that, a naive place emotionally, because there could be things that is not emotionally balanced within you because of particular situations in the past. Okay, and so you're going based off of those things and not necessarily listening to your higher self on what to do next. You are also having issues here with the World card, closing out chapters because you're not listening to your higher self, not listening to certain cyclical patterns that are happening, perhaps on things that you should not be expanding upon or planning moving forward. And this is probably causing some sort of stagnation in particular plans that are not playing out or delayed in terms of certain situations, relationship dynamics, and things of that nature. So make sure that you're listening to your intuition when things are harmonious and for you versus not for you, and could be leading into a karmic or cyclical pattern that is not allowing you to progress or not allowing you to develop further in your spiritual path, okay, or in your relationships. We do have the Knight of Wands. I do feel like, you do take action when it comes to your clairaudience abilities, when it comes to your foundation, your household, harmonious situations. I do feel like you do take action on that note. Sometimes you could even take action on, passionate ventures or passion projects and stuff like that. But there's other areas where you're still struggling in developing your clairaudience abilities, listening to your intuition when you shouldn't be having a conversation with someone, when you actually should cut someone off, but you don't cut them off. And then, you realize that was kind of like an immature thing, or a situation where, you should have known better. Okay. And I don't want to downplay anyone's experience, but this is how your higher self is talking right now. And so I do feel like emotionally grounding yourself so that way you can hear clearly what your intuition is trying to say to you, right? Really, not just you speaking in a relationship in terms of a partnership situation, whether it be your friendships and your coworker situations or your family dynamics, but also allowing someone else to speak and really listening your clairaudience abilities, not just listening to what's coming out of their mouth, but listening to what your intuition is saying. Is this person really, going to give to me the balance that I need in my life? Are they really, reciprocating the energy that I'm giving in here, or is this something that needs to finish? You know, is this a relationship that needs to finish? Is this harmonious for me? Is this disharmonious for me? Is this creating balance in my life? Or is this creating a runaround over and over and over and over again, where you are becoming more vulnerable to repeating this cycle with these type of people or relationships and circumstances, right? We have the Ten of Pentacles here, which is a really, really good card. It talks about inheritance. So you did inherit this clairaudient ability, not necessarily from a maternal figure, okay? Could be a father figure that you could have, you know, got this ability from. Or it could be, you know, some a spiritual gift that was just passed down to you generationally, okay? And I do feel like this particular gift can definitely, if you practice it very well and develop it very well, could definitely lead to a lot of good financial decisions, a lot of good decisions in terms of your health, a lot of good decisions in terms of your career sector, okay? And even your family dynamics, okay? So let's get into this. We have the King of Pentacles. We have the Devil card here. We have the Two of Cups. We have the King of Pentacles again. And we have the Take a Leap of Faith in the reverse. And then we have the Three of Swords here, okay? Let me take a second and light an incense here for you. I do feel like you do need to cleanse, okay? You also have the ability to feel sensation, all right? That being said, you have clairsentience ability, and you can feel when something's wrong, okay? There's this energy of feeling when something is wrong or something is not right, and it makes you sick to your stomach. That's how you feel. There's an energy of something, all right, this is not right. This is not making me feel good energetically, okay? And I do feel like you guys do need to cleanse, okay, this energy off of you. That is something that's significant. That definitely did just come up. So I'm going to go ahead and clear the space. All right. There could be someone that is attached to your energy that could be very obsessed with you. You could be getting channeled messages, okay, about this particular situation, as someone's obsessed with you or something of that nature, okay? And that could be significant, right? I will say that sometimes this can stagnate your plans, okay? Because this could be a karmic contract. This could be a toxic relationship here that is not allowing you to progress, or that's delaying situations for you, okay? And that could be significant. We have the cup here, the two cups here, and the devil here, right? And so, like I said, I talked about cyclical pattern, right? There could be a cyclical pattern in lower vibrational relationships, or relationships that cause a lot of self-destruction, right? Doesn't allow you to progress. You know, this could be that situation that you have to kind of close that chapter and open up a new chapter here. That's like causing, you know, bad karma, or for your good karma not to necessarily open up for you, okay? So I wanna talk about, I felt this energy in the pit of my stomach. You kind of feel grossed out, you kind of feel icky, or you feel like it's like a turning in your stomach, all right? That energy, you guys have felt it before, okay? That is another ability, like I said, that's clairsentience. You can feel when a relationship is not right for you. You can feel when something is not right in a situation, right? And sometimes, you know, that overpowers your clairaudience ability. So you may need to go check out the Clairsentience pile, which is pile 1, okay, if that really, really resonated with you. That being said, here, with this devil energy and the delays, right? There could be self-destructive relationships or cyclical patterns when you get into a relationship that could be self-destructive, that's not allowing for relationships to be harmonious and to progress. Okay. There could be relationships financially, okay, or self-destructive situations that happen in financial situations that are sandwiched here, that is not allowing you for you to progress. That could be something that needs to be closed out, that keeps reoccurring in a cyclical pattern. You need to learn how to listen to your intuition, listen to your clairaudience ability, and listen to your clairsentience ability when you know something is not right. When you feel bound to something, either via a contract or spiritually, or even a relationship that is not allowing you to progress or not allowing for your plans to go the way that you want to go. Okay. Um, Especially when it comes to expansion. Something is not allowing you to expand, and it's coming from a very low vibrational place, a toxic place. Um, this could be in the form of addictions or bad habits. And this doesn't necessarily just have to be you, but this could be an example that's happening around you in particular relationships that are hindering you for you to grow and expand, for you to travel, for you to go in the direction in which you need to go in, right? Um, I do feel like with the King of Pentacles here in the upright, it came out twice here. We're talking about not just your home life, right? The stability financially in your home life, the provisions in your home life, how you're able to provide in your home life, okay? Your clairaudience ability is going to help you to make good financial decisions, all right, to make a financially harmonious environment for you. It also will help you here in terms of grounding yourself. Now, emotionally, you have to be grounded, okay? You have to be open to learning new things, okay? When it comes to your financial circumstances, when it comes to, particular masculine situations, when it comes to wanting to become self-employed, when it comes to, having a good health, when it comes to your vitality, right? You have your emotional health has to be stable as well. When you're listening to your clairsentience abilities, you don't want to be guided by your shadow attributes or guided by, pessimistic or lower vibrational or toxic friendships, right? You don't want to be manipulated into making certain decisions when you're not listening to your intuition. That clairaudient voice that tells you, you know what, I don't think that this person wants the best for me. I don't think that this coworker is the best for me. I think that this family member is trying to push me into making this particular decision, and it's not the direction that I want to go in. Okay. With take the leap of faith in the reverse, talking about the unknown, right? This is not listening to your intuition when your intuition is speaking to you, saying this is something that you need to cut off. This is something that you don't deserve. This is something that, this is a person that's not, telling you the truth. Okay. And not being able to listen to your discernment, right? And going forth with what your discernment is saying to you in order for you to have some sort of structure moving forward, right? We do have the Three of Swords here, so you do definitely need to heal your heart chakra and your throat chakra to enhance this clairaudience, this clairsentience ability. Feeling. You cannot feel if your heart chakra is weakened or if your heart chakra is closed off because of a separation situation. Now, you could be separated because of, your finances are kind of separated in terms of situation, right? Or your family dynamics, there could be an estrangement with your family or something like that you have to heal from, right? Or there could be a disconnection in terms of your health, emotionally, your financial health, your mental health. There's something there that needs to be worked on. So I would say throat chakra crystals, heart chakra crystals, and of course, um, third eye chakra crystals to enhance your energies. And if you are dealing with any toxic relationships and stuff like that, a transmutative stone like black tourmaline or having selenite around you to transmute these lower vibrational energies. So when you start feeling, that lower vibrational sensation, you would immediately know to leave the situation or circumstance. Okay. That being said, that's what I got for your reading. Comment down below. Let me know how that resonates for you guys. And don't forget to subscribe. If you want to book a reading, a Reiki session, or a life coaching session with me, go to spiritualboutique.com, click on the link below, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.